The Journey. This one I want to call Find a Way and Make a Way. Now, a lot of Canadians should know by now the story of Viola Desmond. And if you don't, here's a little lesson. So, Viola Desmond, born all the way back in 1914 and passed away in 1965, she was monumental for civil rights activities here in Canada because her major incident preceded that of Rosa Parks. So Viola Desmond, in November 8th, 1946, was arrested because she was returning from a business trip in Halifax and stopped in an area that she wasn't quite familiar with. Her vehicle broke down, and she decided that while waiting for the vehicle to be repaired, she would go and watch a movie. What she didn't realize was that she was walking into a segregated theater. And in this segregated theater, they had upper and lower seating, of course. And she asked for a lower seating, which is where the whites only would sit. The salesperson only sold her a ticket for the upper area. She didn't realize, sat in the wrong place, was escorted out, went back and argued about, this is the ticket I want the lower area, and it wasn't given. So she took the bold move and sat in the lower area, which was designated for whites only. In any case, she was dragged out, so much so that she lost her shoe, like they beat up on her. And she was arrested, spent 12 hours in jail, and then charged. And the charge against her was around tax evasion, because the ticket for the balcony versus the lower area was a 1 cent difference. In any case, this stand and her subsequent trial and fighting led to a movement of sorts in Halifax around civil rights and around ending segregation. So that's cool. However, the journey is really about business mindedness, entrepreneurship, and so on. And so, what I want to actually highlight is Viola Desmond, the businesswoman. So, Viola Desmond didn't just happen upon being a businesswoman, it took quite the journey. First of all, she was not allowed to study in Halifax. So, she wanted to become a beautician, and she took that dream all the way to Montreal. She then left Montreal and went to the States to learn how to become a beautician formally. She ended up in Atlantic City, even in one of Madam C.J. Walker's schools. This is significant. She learns everything she can, and she returns to Halifax. And what she does in Halifax is she sets up a salon, because really, cosmetology was kind of a way in for Black women especially. So she set up a beauty salon. She did a merged salon with her husband. He did a barbershop and she did the beauty salon, and they merged efforts. But even above that, she set up the Desmond School of Beauty Culture, which during its time of existence would graduate up to 15 grads each year. She also created her own hair products, which she basically sold out of her car all over the province. Why am I highlighting her? Well, as I said before, find a way and then make a way. Viola Desmond found a way. In a segregated country, in a segregated part of Canada that would not allow her to study, she found a way. She exited. She went to Quebec. She went to the States and studied. And then she made a way. She made a way for others to not have to go through what she went through to learn. She made a way for them to study beauty culture in her own school. Sadly, the trial kind of wrecked her life. and her marriage. And she moved back to Quebec, where she was able to enroll in business school years later. Viola Desmond is indeed one of those stories in Black History Month that I don't want us to forget. And especially if you're a business person going through the rigors of entrepreneurship, or even thinking about ideas, find a way, make a way. Don't forget that part. This is one of the many thoughts that occur on the journey.
The Journey endorses Tangle River Rentals. Find this black owned luxury and EV car rentals company on Turo or call them for customized options for your next journey. Tangle River Rentals, Tangle River _rentals on Instagram. The Journey.